second campaign is Ventus.
Today you will be examined for the Mark of Mastery. Not one, but two of the Keyblades chosen stand here as candidates. This is neither a competition nor a battle for supremacy. Not a test of wills, but a test of heart. Both of you may prevail, or neither. But I am sure our guest, Master Xehanort, did not travel all this way to see our youngest prospects in years fall short of the mark. I trust you are ready.
Yes.
Then let the examination begin.
Don't worry about me. You two focus on the exam.
But Ven, you're in danger here. Go wait in your room.
No way. I've been looking forward to this. Seeing you two become masters. I'm not gonna miss it now.
He can take care of himself. He's been out there training just as hard as us.
Yeah.
Stay sharp, Ven.
I got cherry Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
I might need to cook these potatoes.
Yeah.
They need more butter.
Yeah. Yeah. Win. Gotcha. Bring it.
Yay!
That was unexpected. But one must keep a still heart even in the most trying of circumstances. It was an excellent test, one I chose to let unfold. Which brings us to your next trial. Now, Terra and Aqua, the two of you will face each other in combat.
I forgot
Remember,
how sad Terra's story
there are
ends,
no
Ryan.
winners,
So when I did his
only
verse at the end, I was like,
For when equal
This sucks.
powers clash, their nature is
Yeah.
revealed. Begin.
Yeah.
but now I'm mad because they pulled a Terra with Sora and we have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Kara with Sora? What?
Like, Sora didn't get a good ending.
Oh.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
Everybody else got their shit together.
We have deliberated and reached a decision. Terra, Aqua, you both performed commendably. However, only Aqua has shown the mark of mastery. Terra, you failed to keep the darkness within you sufficiently in check. But there is always next time. That is all. Aqua, as our newest Keyblade Master, you are entitled to certain knowledge. Please
Oh,
wait
whoops.
here for further instruction.
Okay.
Hey,
Alright, start one.
Tara, I'm sorry.
The darkness. Where did it come from?
What do you make of ventus?
He ain't gonna cut it. Somebody's gotta break that loser in.
Not here, you won't. I have to keep up appearances.
So Ryan, with the optional bosses for this game, do I have to beat everyone's story
He just
mode?
needs a little incentive to leave.
So they're not. So there's an extra story that you unlock for Aqua after
Sorry.
you beat everyone's story mode.
But I need some time alone.
Uh-huh.
And then there is an optional boss, but I think it's only after. Like, there's one after Ventus's, and then there might be one after Terra's.
See, no, they all share the same optional bosses, I figured out. Except for Aqua's continued story.
Okay. I was
Okay,
thinking
so
Terra had
anything
its
about
own
it.
separate.
Huh? Who are you?
I thought
Nah,
Terra had a
they have the
separate
arena
one.
bosses.
Terra again.
They have their
Oh,
arena
okay.
bosses, which I think are a little different, but like
I can see
the
Terra
arena boss
anytime
ends
I
with a
want.
super boss, which is Terra
Like right now.
whenever he's taken over and
he's
becomes
leaving you
Xemnas.
behind.
Yeah.
And by the time you catch up, he'll be a
And,
different person.
Look, whoever you are, you don't
Let's
know the
see,
first
there's
thing
the
about Terra.
young version of
Me
Xehanort
and
that you
him
can
will
fight
always
in
be a team.
the
Trying to
original
pick a
world,
fight or
and
what?
then
Oh, grow up.
after that,
Is that what you call friendship?
there's the white
You'll never
out
know the
Vanitas,
truth unless
and
you go out
then
and
I know
prove
there's the one
yourself.
optional in Aqua's continued.
Come on, what could you possibly know when you're stuck here, looking at nothing but what's in your tiny world?
Tara! Tara! I...
It's okay.
What the? I wish I had Kira at least, but. I should probably get potions next time. Oh well.
Live and learn.
Yeah. Oops. Didn't mean to do that.
wait, Ben!
What the hell? That was weird.
Huh? Oh. Wow.
Well, I guess it'll just spam magic from a distance.
Oh shit! No! No!
Yeah. 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 See ya. Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Delightful.
Ew.
This is why Ryan and me are friends.
Yeah. See ya. Yeah. It's over.
Ventus fights weird.
He is a little different, but he is easier to use because he ends up having a heal attack.
Win.
Salvation and phase.
I want to get break time for all the characters because apparently that's an achievement. Just to do their break time move. So Terra's is doing push-ups.
It's over.
Huh.
I don't know what Ventus is. Or Aqua's one's gonna be, but it's interesting. The concept at least. And you get an achievement for doing like I think one of each of those.
Oh, okay.
Huh? Who are you?
I'm Ventus. Call me Ven.
A diamond thief! Take cover, you fools!
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to frighten you.
You didn't? Oh, you mean you're not here for our diamonds?
That's not nice. Treating me like some kind of bad guy. I'm just trying to find a friend. His name is Terra. He's dressed kind of like me, about yay tall.
Sounds like a tall tale to me. Go on, get!
We don't know any Terra.
Please, could you come over here? I just want to talk.
Don't fall for it! Stay where you are!
All right. Then we'll do this the hard way. Yeah.
Stickers. So Sean, I found out I have like 85s and ups in like all my classes, but that one where my professor's a dickhead. In that I've got like a 70, but he's been boosting everybody's grades because he judges them like a dick.
Yeah.
He's like, I assume everybody got their 20 hours of observation done. And everybody responds with, the fuck we did. Like, have you not seen the news?
Apparently not.
He thought it was going to be over with her. What are you watching?
A fucking SVG thing.
What is this?
It's some fucking like gaming news thing. Just anything new that's going on. Yes, fucking Ninja's bitching about Fortnite again.
That game made his whole fucking career.
Is he bitching about aim assist? He is.
Fuck you, Grumpy.
That's how aim assist works.
He's complaining about a thing that is known.
He's complaining about aim assist.
Is it like primarily PC or console that he's complaining because of crossplay?
Both. Controllers got a thing for the gamepad, so now there's aim assist on there. For people with controllers.
Huh.
And he hates it.
He's complaining about a thing that... There's always been a need for aim assist. Controllers don't function like mouses, like this guy's saying. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's bitching because he found out he's not as good.
And he says that anybody that uses a controller on PC is hacked. Now, due to aim assist, he considers it cheating.
This guy's so fucking retarded. I love that his comment was, I don't play with women because I'm not a cheater. Meaning, if he plays with women, he's gonna cheat.
What a guy. Who is gonna date this guy anyway? He's a man-child.
Some same kind of person who would date fucking Call Me Carson.
Don't do Call Me Carson like that.
To be fair, she was a bitch.
No, don't do that to... I said who would date this fucking man-child.
Well, he's got a similar situation, because, like, I think he's with, like, he's with a, like, entertainer or a fucking... whatever the fuck she is. She's not a streamer, but I think she's, like, a model, so she tried to gain influence through dating him. That's why she's a ninja. Maybe I could pay Fitz to fuck his girlfriend.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I love that I've gone through all that shit. And it's like you should really change your name, fam. Good guy doesn't suit you.
Dude, hold on.
Don't listen to those guys. They have no inside information. They're just clickbait. And if you get Rockstar, and you know, one clip I've had left to single out for it says I'm seen from a YouTuber, Mr. Boss FTW. Mr. Boss does a lot of videos related to GTA Online and Red Dead Redemption 2. In the past, Mr. Boss FTW has of insider information regarding future content.
No one even listens to this, dude.
Fine, okay. You want to leave
Yeah, no one listens to him. People listen to the fucking Reddit dude that announced the exact day that fucking Red Dead Redemption is going to be announced on the dot.
There's a castle beyond the chorus. I mean the forest.
Got it. Well, thanks.
What the?
That's a solid point. Rockstar Games is totally releasing it. Seemingly about GTA 6 content so far from an actor to be in the game. This week, actor Jorge Consejo caused a stir when his TV revealed that he had we still don't know anything concrete about the character. It's
For some reason, air stepping's not working with the tornado code. Yeah, so I can't.
The tornado was a bitch.
It's not if you can air step, but it's not letting me air step for some reason. Last time, the first time I did it, it did. So.
FTW changed his Twitter handle to Bossman F the World, a reference to Luke's mangled pronunciation of his name. It's highly unlikely to stay that way permanently. At least it's nice to see that you can let one get caught up like that, like the Santa himself. Just wanna...
Oh, right. There's this one too.
Gotcha. It's over.
US, we have the highest amount of COVID-19 cases. China, you have the highest amount of reported cases. You have
Roasted like they roast their duck. Or cat. I'm flexible. until I see a like Twitter response or the video response of like fits to the Call Me Carson shit, Sean. I just want like him to sit down. See, there's fans that like if he addresses it, we all know what he's gonna do. Someone replies, what is he gonna do? He's gonna sit down. He's be like, I did it, and then walk off. And I'm like,
You're like,
and somehow,
did it.
I'm
You're like, yeah, not surprised.
on that day, he just loses like most of his fans.
I feel like he already has lost a chunk.
Not a big enough one to make like any impact other than what we said last night with like the alternative channel and possibly the Misfits podcast. Depending on whether they choose to separate or not, you know? Change his name to the Not Fits podcast.
There, Tornado wasn't so hard once I got him into that. So what it was is you can't air step in his first phase. You have to weaken him down to 1 health bar, and then he goes into the phase you can air step, which is stupid.
I think I spammed magic on him.
I use magic until the second phase, because then you can just go straight up hit him. And then you back off a little bit, because he has like a close range melee attack.
Oh, also his Twitch. Yeah, his Twitch is fucked.
Oh yeah, his Twitch stinks.
He didn't even have that many on Twitch. And if he did, he's clearly lost them all, because he didn't even have 1 million. Did Carson do mostly YouTube, or in the end was he doing mostly Twitch?
I'm not sure, actually.
I kind of want to go back through and read newer comments on the videos and shit and see what they're roasting him on this time. Like, those were some fire fucking things we were reading the other night.
Fuck.
What's his ex-girlfriends literally has more dislikes than likes on her videos now by a double margin.
Oh,
the goofs.
This must be where those little men live. There!
I'm kinda sad I don't get to fight Hades.
Yeah, Hades has always had like some memorable boss fights.
I wish he would have been an optional boss fight for coming back, so you could go to the underworld and visit him. That would have been a good optional boss fight.
Even the like arena, like they didn't even bring that back.
Yeah. Like it could have been like you went to the underworld and fought him in the arena or something.
Yeah, I would have been perfectly fine with that. They didn't even include an arena, something they've had in all previous games. Like it's even in this game. It's even in Recoded, for fuck's sake, and that game wasn't even good.
And it was in 365 half days, that was a little different.
I don't remember what it was in that. It's been so long since I played that game.
It was more of a side quest, it wasn't part of the main game, you had to join it through a separate menu.
Oh, it was part of that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a special quest called Coliseum. So. You know, I just thought about it. What if all those keyblades? You know how that one dude from from Unchained comes to help you at the end?
Probably just seeing things.
What if you're linked to his heart because of Ventus?
When we're afraid.
And that's
Who?
how you bring him back. The one guy that saves you from that basically he shows up to save you at the end. He changes the tide of the battle.
I do need a place to sleep at night. Would you know anywhere I might?
Basically, it's the dead Keyblade.
I saw a
Dead
house just up
Keyblade's the
ahead.
one person that shows up. Yeah. What if so?
I'm Ventus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically, so.
Thank you, then.
Go ahead. You're talking.
My name's Snow White.
No. He was talking to his mom.
Oh, okay.
Great.
Anyways.
Let's get going.
But I mean, Sora's been the only one that's been considered to have more power with connecting hearts and had a great effect on people whenever stuff in his heart changed. So what if it's because it's Sora that they're connected to now that happens? Because I feel like Sora's special ability is more to do with the heart than the Keyblade itself. Decreased magic, but increased.
I'm hoping for the return of that one game. Oh, what is it? Inside the Kingdom Hearts universe, where they're all players or whatever the fuck it is.
Where they're all players. You what?
Yeah. What is it? Where they had marks on their hand with like time limits.
Oh! Yeah, I actually have that game, you know. It's the world ends with you.
Sean's dead.
Yeah, it's the world ends with you. And that is a good game, honestly. I like it. Its mechanics is a little weird, in all honesty. It's not what I expected it to be, but it is still a fun game. But I had the remastered version for the Switch, so. Because I like literally Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep is the one that got me into it, and then I played that game. I'm like, yep, I love this game.
Flying Nacho. I will see you later then, PB.
Later.
I think Sean got sent on a fetch quest by his mother.
I'm pretty sure
no,
you'll be
wait,
safe
wait.
here.
No, I thought that was him coming back, not PB leaving.
But honestly, I'm thinking Sora might be like an embodiment of Kingdom Hearts, or, you know, a link to actual Kingdom Hearts.
He's something. It's still a little vague.
Because they're talking about building Kingdom Hearts with a bunch of hearts, you know? In both 1
Couldn't
and
stay
2.
away, could you? And who invited you in, you rotten thief?
Oh no, he's not a thief. He rescued me.
You mustn't be moved. I mustn't be fooled by him.
And well, Sora's the only one that has a deep power through the connection of different hearts. So, my guess is Kingdom Hearts, because because that one has to do with the connection of hearts.
Well, I was picking flowers by the wood, and there was a stranger there.
Hearts of the world
Sword,
instead of
but it was
people,
like a key,
but
And then these monsters came and...
A sword like a key. Terra!
You mean this stranger saw you and sent his horde of evil demons after you?
Terra would never do that!
Oh, of course. I'm sure he wouldn't. Not if he's someone who's your
also it
friend.
makes you question who his father is
Princess,
and who his
you
mother is.
mustn't be
You
so
only hear his mother speak once and then poof.
His dad gets
I'll
talked
prove
about
it.
in this game.
It does? When?
Yeah. Riku tells Terra that Sora's dad likes to bring him to the island until they're old enough
Oh, right.
to come out there themselves. The only reason I know that is because I literally was streaming all of Terra's campaign, and I got to like the end last night and beat it. And whenever you go to like give Riku your Keyblade, and Terra's like, this kid, but he doesn't go to Sora, he goes to Riku. Riku tells him about Sora because Riku says that he wants to have the ability to protect his friends or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's the comment he makes about Sora's dad taking him out on the boat.
I didn't know it was Sora's dad. I
It's
thought it was
also
Riku's
talked
dad.
about that Xehanort also comes from the same island they did.
Uh-huh. Now that I knew. But I thought it said Riku's father, not Sora's.
Oh, Riku's father, I have no idea.
I thought it was Riku's father that was bringing him to the island, not Sora's.
I'm really curious about who his dad could be. I don't have the faintest idea.
Sora would have got him the Keyblade though, but Princess is like, nah, I better not put too many there. Which is really weird.
Sarah!
This was my favorite Kingdom Hearts game, but going back through and replaying it, I realized how kind of fucking sloppy it was.
Do what?
Birth by Sleep, it was more sloppy than I remember.
Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am. You dropped this.
Oh, I thank you, my pet. To tell the truth, I really don't know what I would have
Like, the
done
leveling
without
system's bullshit, because honestly, by the time you get to the end of the game, you could be level 40, whereas in Kingdom Hearts 1, you'll be around 60 or 70, and Kingdom Hearts 2, you'll normally be around 60 or 70 unless you're easy.
50.
Yes,
No, 50.
that ruffian pointed
I
one
played it on the
out at
hardest
me asking
difficulty and
about
got,
some
or well, not
Xehanort.
hardest
My
difficulty,
poor
but
heart
proud mode,
nearly
and I was
stopped.
around 50.
That doesn't sound like him at all. Ma'am, where did Terra go?
I'm sure I have no idea.
And then I leveled up afterwards, so
Must you all menace a poor granny?
it was a
so?
long grind.
What?
But it also depends
No,
on
I
what
was
choices you make as well. I chose late game
Do what?
versus, because at the beginning you can choose the way your game levels.
What did
Yeah.
you do?
I choose late game, so that's why I was probably level 50 versus 60.
Ah.
Because it doesn't start until you hit, basically it's really hard to level up to 50, but after that it's fairly easy. So, usually late game's the best because it's like more exponential XP. That's why.
Yeah.
So,
This game, the leveling's just super slow, and like, it's kind of meh. It's a little wonky, and almost each character you can beat the game. You could pretty much beat the game at level 30 if you wanted to. It'd be hard, especially with Aqua and Terra.
Yeah.
If you had second chance.
Oh,
and
not
the
so
one to
much
recover from
Aqua, because
multiple
Aqua's
hits.
got the barrier.
Oh yeah, I forgot about a barrier.
Yeah, because basically if you use Aqua's barrier properly, she's actually just as easy as Ventus if you get used to the new playstyle, because it's a slightly different playstyle. But Terra's, it's like, there's no good way to do it.
Yeah. Terra, his final fight is a bit more difficult, but mostly the fact of whatever you go into the fight with, it's what the boss uses, but he uses a heightened version of your own moves. And he uses your Dark Burst instead of your other burst, like with Elements, which is also the one that does the most damage.
Yeah.
Because he takes over your body. Which is a gimmick that gets brought back again with the optional boss when you fight Vanitas. It's a well-known fact that apparently with the optional boss, if you fight him with Ventus, he will spam more stunlock moves because he just is programmed to beat the fuck out of Ventus. Didn't know that. I found that out when I was looking it up. He can also copy the abilities you use, much like Xehanort at the end of Terra's, so if you use Cure, he can use Cure.
Really? I didn't have that issue. Because I used Faith and he didn't use any form of Faith.
Yeah, it's just Cure. I think Faith bypasses it.
Oh, okay. Because Faith is the heal and an attack form. It heals you and deals damage. Or not Faith. Sorry, Salvation. My bad. Because it's Faith and Cure mixed together, basically. And I don't remember him healing at all, so you may try Salvation and might bypass it. Now he may get like an attack like Salvation, or he may get the Faith version, because it's the power of darkness or some shit, but...
Yeah.
But he didn't heal at all for me, so...
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So that might be a way to bypass it, I'm not sure.
Fair enough.
I love how they dig up Pandora's box and they're just like, oh, okay, just gonna leave it.
See, but I wonder, is that gonna make a resurgence, or is just the Hercules world not gonna come back in the next game?
Yeah, it'd be interesting if it makes a resurgence, but at the same time, it would mess up lore, because it tries to follow the lore of the other, you know, stuff.
Movies and Hercules.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing with the Hercules is like, this game covers Hercules when he was a kid, trying to train up to be a hero, which is why he's all scrawny and weak. So this covers that.
Wait, what?
First, Kingdom Hearts.
Not this game.
Yeah. No, Birth by Sleep.
Oh, Birth by Sleep. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
When I'm saying this game, I'm talking about the game I'm currently playing. Yeah. So that covers that. So like the start of the movie, Hercules 1 just covers the tournaments and doesn't really cover anything else, like Hades plotting against him. But none of that was directly from the movie. Hercules 2 was the completed, finished part of the movie with Meg involved and all that shit, and pretty much put an end to it. And Hercules 3 did the ending fight where he got everybody, all the gods, because it was supposed to be a combined deal, but Kingdom Hearts 2 separates those three aspects into three different concepts and storylines to create like 3 instances.
Yeah.
So, which was kind of nice. What else?
So, I mean, it'd be really cool if they did, but at the same time, I don't think they would.
Well, I think I think that the next one's gonna focus on Square Enix titles instead of Disney.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because I mean, the focus of the one for 3 was Pixar movies.
Kind of, yeah.
Pixar and 3D animated movies.
Yeah.
Of Disney's. Almost all of them were that, and there's a chance that like some of the Disney movies or Disney worlds would still return. I would be interested in Big Hero 6 returning. That would be interesting to me.
Yeah.
Just because that world out of all of them I think was the most unique, but just not explored enough.
Very true.
I will be right back. I have to go to the restroom.
All right.
I'm back. Oh god. That was painful shit. I apologize.
No, that's fine. And I also love
my
the
diet
fact
is
that,
consistent. Oh,
sorry. I also love the
No,
fact
no,
that
go ahead.
Riku is a Keyblade wielder of both light and darkness. The first of his. You know, first to follow that path.
Well, Terra was too, just Terra couldn't fucking do it right.
He didn't balance it. He couldn't balance it.
No, Terra let the darkness control him, and in the end, that's what let Xehanort capture his body super fucking easy.
Basically, Terra didn't do it because he didn't have enough time to.
If given time, I believe he could, which leads to a possibility of, like, you know, now that all the Keyblade wielders are around now and all the groups have been established. And the ending to Kingdom Hearts 3 is the setup for something even bigger.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the Keyblade Wars, the original masters are back that started that shit, and, like, we still don't know about the main dude behind it. All but one, and they don't know where that one is. Which leads me to wonder, could that be Sora's mom? Because it's the girl that's missing, isn't it?
Yeah, but is the girl who's missing the one that suggested the plan to go into the future?
I know she's the one who, like, tried to get as many Keyblade wielders as possible, like, away and safe.
Yes, then it is the one that suggested to go to the future, so I wonder if she did go to the future with them, secretly.
That's a possibility.
Because people said she died, but what if she didn't actually die? With her dying breath, she sent herself to the future.
She couldn't have died, because all the other masters are alive now. I mean, they died.
Well, they technically
in the battle.
died. Yeah.
But they were brought back as vessels. But, like, you can tell by the way that, like, Zigbar or Braig, or whatever the fuck he goes by now, talked about it, that, like, I don't think she died as part of the original group.
Well, yeah.
I think she kept out of it. She could have died and been collateral damage.
Yeah, I think it was that she was collateral damage because she was trying to stop it, but she sent her guys into the future because she wasn't sure if she could stop it, and then she died in the process of trying to stop it, is what happened. But it may have been that she, with her dying breath, she sent herself to the future, and then no longer has memories because everyone that was sent to the future forgot everything. That was part of the thing.
So does that mean there could be a fuck ton of more Keyblade wielders popping up, you know?
Yeah, there could actually be a bunch of Keyblade wielders.
And that leads to the whole, like, big deal. Oh no. You know,
Keyblade.
You know what I thought about? Another Keyblade war, because fucking now the leaders are back and there's the people who got sent into the future. They could probably bring back a bunch of the, like, Keyblade users that, like, were there with them.
Yeah, well, technically it was technically all part of her own faction, though.
So I wonder if they're gonna just get a bunch of Keyblade wielders to assist them.
Yeah.
Also, what the fuck is the box?
Yeah, you don't know yet. It's just
we don't know.
Box.
But if that, like, see, the whole thing behind Kingdom Hearts and all that shit is, like, everybody's fucking coming the fuck back to life.
Yeah, and people are.
And, like,
that,
even
Master
Xehanort was a pawn. Yeah. And in the new DLC, apparently Xehanort meets either the Master. I believe Xehanort meets the Master of Masters.
I thought it was
It might be Lucio. So who is Braig? Is Braig Lucio?
Yes. Because Braig at the end says, "Hey guys," like as if he's greeting them, because it's Braig that greets the other masters.
So Braig is Lucio. But he lost his memories originally, which is why he didn't have a Keyblade. And then he took the one from Xehanort?
So basically, Lucio implanted himself in the Brigid, or whatever his name, Brigar.
Braig.
Yeah, Braig. Isn't it Brigar because he has an A in it?
No, it's Zigbar. Whenever
Zigbar, okay.
he's part of the organization, but it's Braig normally.
Okay.
Zigbar with the X and the words changed around.
Okay. I was thinking of the other one then, because there is one that's...
Well, I mean, it makes sense with all the new cutscenes they added in the 1.5 and 2.5. He has a lot more involvement, and he was, like, sowing the seeds of distrust, even among the organization. Like, the recruits that tried to betray the organization were the same fucking assholes that were the entirety of Rechain of Memories.
But yeah, so basically, Braig, Lucio implanted himself in Braig, and then around the time that Xehanort implanted himself in Braig, just like slightly before.
Xehanort never figured it the fuck out. Yeah. Xehanort was Lushu's pawn to begin with, because Xehanort figured out all his shit from Lushu.
Yeah, so Lushu basically manipulated things from the background, like the information he received and whatnot. So.
See, now there's more Keyblade wielders, fucking... All the ones we've known are back now.
Yeah.
So that leads into something. There's basically becoming more and more Keyblade wielders, and that poses danger because there are also Keyblade wielders who use darkness. Because like the thing about Keyblade wielders is they weren't originally just good.
Yeah.
Like yeah, you had the groups that regulated shit, but there were bad Keyblade wielders. They just never explored that avenue in the games. But you know that they're there because fucking in this game that I'm playing right now, fucking Xehanort makes a comment that there were Keyblade wielders that were using darkness, even when there were the fucking groups.
Yeah.
So that's interesting to say the least. Grinding for abilities is a bitch. It's not as bad as fucking... Oh my god, Dream Drop Distance, grinding for abilities in that game is so fucking shitty. You had to fucking make a creature, hope it has the ability, there's no guarantee, and then you gotta level it the fuck up, bond with it, do all this shit just to get maybe one ability.
Damn. My barrier didn't last long enough.
I beat the super boss in Aqua's game.
Yeah.
Which is the mirror version of her, but once you collect all the Zodiac symbols, you go through the things to fight it. Yep. Oh my god, that thing was a fucking bitch. I had a harder time with that than I did the fucking Lingering Will.
Yep. It's a pretty difficult one.
Just because she stun locks the fuck out of you. And like, yeah, the Lingering Will does it, but there's enough time to recover in that fight. In her fight, you fuck up once and you're dead. I wasn't even playing on the hardest difficulty. I was like, fuck.
Oh, dang it! Didn't get the heal off. I forget. That red means they're aggro. It's the Heartless Tower.
Towers. One thing I am curious about with like Kingdom Hearts and the way it fucking goes is like the fucking Remind DLC just adds more fucking questions.
Yeah.
It really doesn't solve any of it. Other than you know what people are doing during the middle ground between the next game, but like you kind of could have fucking guessed.
Yeah.
I mean, holy shit.
Oh, what the hell? It suddenly did more damage. Was not expecting that.
That's level 2, and this is level 3. Yep.
Okay, well I got a handle on this now, so I think I should beat it this time around.
I'm in Cinderella's world. I can't wait to get shrunken down to size and fight the fat fucking cat. That's literally like my favorite thing from this entire game. Is just the fact that you get to beat the fuck out of the fat cat from Cinderella.
Yeah.
Like I love how each story has a different tone and a different combat system. Like you have similar moves, but your character's behavior differently. Like Terra's way more damage boosty.
Yeah.
And has more aggressive attacks, but he's not as agile. And Ventus is more agile and can land a flurry of attacks, but they don't do as much damage. And Aqua is just fucking amazing with magic.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Oh, damn it! I tried to.
Somebody tell me how I got so small!
Don't be afraid. Oh! How interesting. I've never seen a mouse like you before.
Mouse?
Jack, you better explain things to him.
Now. Look a little guy, break her easy. Not a worry, Bow. We like you. Flinderelli like you too. She's a nice, very nice. Come on now, Delta. Name it Jack.
I'm Ventus. Call me Ven.
Shut up, Ven. Need a soda? Ask the Jack.
Cinderella?
Oh well, time to get to my chores. I'll see you in a little while, Ven.
Wow, I guess she's got her hands full.
You just have to pay attention to their eye color, and then it's rather easy.
She didn't seem to mind much, though.
No, not so Flinderelli. She work hard. Got a
Oh,
dream.
nope, out.
Dream gonna come true.
That sounds like somebody I know.
Being a Keyblade Master is all I've dreamed about.
Hey, maybe you can help me find him. His name's Terra. You seen him?
No. Never saw him before.
Oh, well. It was worth a shot.
Come on, follow me. Gotta see the house.
Hey!
Oh, get out of your 50 phase already.
Man, I wonder what Sean's mom made him do, because man, he has not come back. My fucking grandma. She's like, I did a bunch of shit. I went to Walmart today, like had to take some stuff back to school. I was,
Ah, damn it.
on doing my online classes till like 3. It was hot outside, so I'm just fucking tired. And I didn't sleep much last night, so I'm like, fuck it, I got all this. I went to the grocery store, like, fought my way through a bunch of fucking idiots. Got all that shit done. And then I had to drive a 20-minute car ride.
What's that?
10 there, 10 back, and drop some shit off. And my AC doesn't work, so I'm burning alive.
Is Cinderella going?
And basically, it gets to a point
Have
where
you become friends already?
I'm exhausted. I've got her like fucking anti weeds seed shit to put in the yard.
Yeah.
And she's like, we need to do this now. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow. And she's like, I feel sorry for your wife in the future. You procrastinate too much. And I'm like, wow.
Really do come true.
You bitch.
Oh shit. Well, that was worth it. I don't know why it suddenly gave me Thundaza instead, like basically that charged up version of Thunder Magic, because I only cast Thundaga once and it gave me it. I'm like, oh okay, used it. It took about like a half of its health.
With what?
Fix a Flinderelli dress for the ball.
God, the mouse talks so funny in this fucking game, Ryan.
Lots of pretty things.
Okay, let's do it. I'll go find whatever we need. Jacques, you get things set up here.
Johnson. Ben, carefree Rusafi.
Rusafi?
Rusafi, a cat. Means
Lucifer was the name of the cat in Cinderella? How did I not catch this as a kid? Name is Lucifer.
I love that Terra saves Riku in the Realm of Darkness.
You love that who does what?
Terra saves Riku in the Land of Darkness. Like after you beat that first wave of darkness, he gets swallowed by the swarm of Heartless, and then Terra saves him.
Terra or Aqua?
Terra. It's a guy's voice, because it's very muffled. But it's a guy's voice.
I thought it wasn't Terra, I thought it was Riku's other, and that's why he says, I'm leaving this for the other me, because he heard his voice.
Maybe.
And that's why he also leaves the Keyblade that's broken, and the other version of him has it when they go to fight later in the game.
Maybe. But it says returned here.
Yeah.
And Terra's his I didn't think his replica was necessarily in the Realm of Darkness, but Terra has been to the Realm of Darkness.
Yeah, the replica's in the Realm of Darkness. For some reason when he died he went there. It's weird, not exactly completely explained.
I thought it went in Riku. I thought he went into Riku.
Nope. He dissolved into darkness after Riku beat him.
Oh, okay. Because I thought he mentioned like the other one inside me, because I thought the replica ended up going inside of him. Maybe wrong.
I'm trying to remember how he died. I know Riku fights him once before he gets his mind wiped, and then he's supposed to protect I want to say he's supposed to protect Naminé, but then after that he just vanishes?
Basically
Riku
ends up fighting him, yeah. Because basically what the replica does is he starts to become self-aware that he's a replica and tries to find the original Riku to beat him.
And that's when he does all the dark stuff. I just couldn't remember. I just played through it too, but there's just so much fucking shit.
Yeah, I didn't think he dissolved into darkness though. I thought he kind of does fade away, but I thought he went into Riku, because Riku ends up saying something about him having a place in his heart or some shit, like being inside of him or some shit. So
To be fair, most of Kingdom Hearts is something darkness, something hearts, and it's very vague.
Yeah, that's true. But it
Have you
tends
listened
say
to This
heart
Is
or
Basically
darkness.
Kingdom Hearts?
Kind of. It depends which one, because there's actually a few.
Why don't we replace the word darkness with bees? And it'll make
With
just
bees.
as much sense. Have you not heard it?
No, I don't think I have.
Fucking load that shit on your phone. It's on YouTube. This is basically Kingdom Hearts. Play that shit out loud.
I don't want to right now. I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 3.
I'll do it.
But I'm trying to enjoy the story. I really am. I'm actually
Bitch.
pausing it when I start talking.
Oh my god. See, I wasn't the biggest fan of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Do what?
I wasn't a big fan of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really.
I still
either, but
prefer
I still
Kingdom Hearts
like
2,
them.
and like when I went through Kingdom Hearts 2 at the end recently, it only made me hate 3 that much more. I was like, God, this game was so fucking good. How did 3 go so wrong?
Because it tried to do too much in a single game.
That, and he fucking literally didn't put an attempt into making that game for the longest time because he threw a bitch fit. The dude who makes that game is a fucking literal child.
Yeah.
Like, Kingdom Hearts is a good series, but like the dude who created Kingdom Hearts is in charge of the Final Fantasy games and is a fucking kitty baby. So much so that when he lost the chance to make Kingdom Hearts 15, he has held such a grudge that it made 2 appearances in Kingdom Hearts 15 and one of them in a DLC, and now he's just making that character live on through Kingdom Hearts because he's a petty little bitch. He's literally like the Kojima of fucking Square Enix. Little bitch. I hate how I have to grind for abilities with every fucking character in this. It was bearable in fucking Dream Drop, mostly for the fact it was like, hey, reach level 50 with both characters and we'll count that as the achievement. And I'm like, neat.
Bring it! Yeah! Fire! See ya! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
We were talking about fucked up childhood movies and shit that happened when we were kids.
Yeah.
The other day, so we decided to go through all the actual fucked up original endings of Disney movies.
Yep. No, I was there for most of it.
No. We did it again the other day. You weren't there for that. It was just me and John. But that shit was fucking funny. That's when I found out that The Little Mermaid was written as a gay love poem.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't know that.
She's like Sora. Riku freaks out. What? And then Nikki, no. I mean strong like Sora. Wow, I love how they say, yeah, she's gonna be right, despite the fact that Sora almost felt the darkness.
What part are you at?
It's the part where it switches over to Riku and Mickey in the Dark World. Their first visit.
Ah. The one where they get fucked up?
Kind of, yeah. Where Riku gets swallowed and then gets saved by what I believe is actually Terra, but...
Have a question about Kingdom Hearts and not know what it means? Don't worry, the Rapid fan base will provide you with the answers. They're just never satisfying.
Never satisfying because people want the quick and short answer, and there is no quick and short answer.
That's fair. That's very fair. Run through Disney worlds that are based off of the movies, told with half the length, pacing, or text.
Do what?
It's like making fun of, like, he's like, hey, you follow Sora, Goofy, and Donald's unconscious body. How have you not seen this? It makes fun of Kingdom Hearts in a way that me as a fan have to be like, fuck, they're right.
Yeah, it's probably just because, like, I don't really watch anything that are just, like, kind of crack jokes. I do watch some casual things, but once they're just this specifically, like, hating on it, I'm just like, not too interested in that, you know, even if it's true, you know, because, like, I know the stuff that's wrong with it. It's just, I don't need it told to my face, you know. Exactly.
That's fair. It's very fair. Was the writing always this bad? Yes. Yes, it was always this bad. Goofy, you're good. Why are you doing this? Oh yeah, I'm good, huh? Watch me remove the subtitles so nobody can understand Donald. It's like it's funny when things like make fun of the source material, but sometimes they go too far. But like in situations like that, I feel like it is funny as fucking deserved. But like, if you ever watch Dragon Ball Abridged, Dragon Ball Z Abridged, it's basically probably the best version of Dragon Ball Z, because Dragon Ball Z was so fucking flawed that the abridged version is just so perfect.
Yeah.
That is the one series where I'm like, the abridged is better than the actual, and I can kind of say that about Sword Art Online. I think the abridged is better.
The abridged is better. The abridged is better.
The abridged is so good.
You may call me Tiffany.
Tiffany. The reason that one's better is it's like, it acknowledges that it's a bunch of people playing video games and trapped in a video game. So it's not like, oh, they're all these like semi-decent attractive people. It's like, wow, you are all semi-decent attractive 20-year-olds, except for you, fatty. Way to bring down the curve.
And then it's also like, instead of being like, perfect personality, it's just like he's actually like crying or some shit for the stupidest shit.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. Although I've heard that the new season of Kingdom Hearts isn't bad.
Sword Art Abridged, you mean?
It's gotten back.
Or
No,
Sword
of
Art.
regular Sword Art.
Okay, sorry, you said Kingdom Hearts.
God damn it! Sorry, I'm playing Kingdom Hearts. All I think and breathe at the current moment is just Kingdom Hearts. But now, like, Sword Art Online Abridged is fucking amazing. But they just did the new season of Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
Which is apparently decent.
Which one? Because I think the new arc is actually in 2 seasons.
Yeah, it's. I think they just finished the first season, and they did a movie.
No, I think they're on the 2nd season, if I remember right, because it's listed
They might
as
have.
2
They
seasons.
might have started the second.
Because I think it's called Sword Art Online Alicization, and then it's 2nd season. So.
Oh, there's Josiah. Sean Ninja vanished. I'm pretty sure his, Oh, and there goes Josiah.
Yay!
Yay! This man.
No!
No.
Wasn't supposed to having to end with me leaving. The party broke.
Yeah,
I was like, there's Josiah, and you left, and I'm like, and there goes Josiah.
And then I was like, yay!
And you came back and was like, no. Yeah, I guess Sean got sent on an errand or something from his mom, because he just straight left within an instant. You could hear him talking to his mom in the background, and then he just fucking vanished.
Ryan.
Do what? What's going on?
Ryan, you'll be happy to know that I figured out how to do campaigns on Roll20. And Hunter
whenever we
is
do them,
not-
I put on Dragon Ball Xenoverse in the background.
And I was gonna say,
And I'm
Hunter
playing it
isn't-
while we're playing D&D.
Hunter's not
completely
playing
against
D&D.
No, he
He's
does.
against D&D.
He just is a very much a I'm killing everything and looting it all person.
Yeah, he is.
You act like that's a bad thing.
Just do an evil campaign.
Right, genius.
It was pretty funny because there was a person in my party that actually kind of wrote a character that was supposed to be, like, his backstory would make him evil and whatnot. And want to kill the world and whatnot. So it's like, okay, you want this to be an evil it's going to be an evil campaign. He's like, no, 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 no. and he was the one that pointed it out. I was just like, you're backing out now, man. What's going on? And it was funny because everyone else was on board. Like, yeah, sure, we'll do an evil campaign. He was just like, no, 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 no. It was so funny though because he was the one that brought it up.
He was supposed to be evil.
No, he ended up changing his backstory, so he's not evil.
Well, I think it'd be better if he had an evil backstory, but then redeemed himself throughout the campaign.
Well, that's kind of what he's going for with this new backstory, so. But the other one, it really wasn't a redeeming quality. He just wanted to kill people for the sake of killing people.
Sounds like me.
You also could have had him pretend to be good that entire time. Because one of the funny stories I heard from D&D was that, like, this guy was... I think it was evil. I don't remember what alignment. But he pretended to be lawful good. And he was like, I'm gonna go talk to the innkeeper and see if we can't get a special deal on our rooms. And we'll go in and kill the innkeeper and stuff his body in a closet. And come out and be like, we got to run the place, guys. He said it's cool.
Freaking, I actually have an NPC that has done a bunch of, like, illegal stuff and whatnot, and they're afraid to say anything, and they're afraid to find out if he's good or evil. So they just perfectly accept what he does, and then move on. As if it didn't happen, and it's so funny. It was funny because one time, like, basically what was happening is they ended up taking up a quest to basically steal a ledger from someone who was ripping people off with loans and whatnot, and they were supposed to take the ledger to basically get rid of the debt and whatnot. And basically the guys are up, like, the dude has like 2 back rooms, you know. Some of the party members are up front, distracting the shopkeeper, while the other 2 are trying to go through the window. One person successfully makes it through the window, while the NPC goes through the other window and smashes it. Well, the guy turned around and was like, what the hell? So he rushes to the door. I give him a chance to roll stealth again, the NPC, you know. He rolls a nat 20. So basically, whenever the shopkeeper opens the door, he just sees a rock in the middle of the room and instantly assumes it was someone that one of the party members that had come in earlier that day that had destroyed the shop by accident. He thought it was him trying to sabotage the store again, so he runs out to get the cards. He's like, guys, you stay here, watch the shop, I'm gonna go get the guards. He goes, runs off and gets the guards in a panic, basically. And then they watch him, you know, walk out the front door, it closes, and to go get the guards. And then they turn around and they see the NPC with the ledger, like, hey guys, and then he just walks out the front door. And they just looked at what happened, like they were looking at him as he just went, and they're just like, what just happened?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to all the stupid moments, because I'm finally not a GM, and this one I'm like, this will be great.
What? Oh, that you're not a DM, or you are a DM?
Not a DM.
Oh.
Because I'm doing one with Steven being the DM.
Oh, okay.
Very soon, and it's gonna. I'm hoping it'll be good.
Leave it to me.
It just depends. I mean, mine's kind of a hosh-posh one, so it's not terribly great, but there's funny stuff that happens. Like right now, we have basically we are, whenever someone rolls a nat 1, we have an occurrence of the cursed wolf popping up. So the cursed wolf does something that affects them somehow. Either it comes up and literally bites them, so they drop their weapon, or take damage or something. or they just howl and scare the shit out of someone, and they just freeze. But basically, how the cursed wolf came about is it was their first, or well, not their first encounter, but like their second encounter or whatever, and they were fighting a pack of wolves, and they're fighting the wolves. This wolf proceeds to roll a nat 1, and then a nat 1 on the D100. So I'm like, okay, he bites himself, you know, takes a good chunk out of himself, and falls to the ground, you know? The guys, with advantage, go over. 3 of them all rolled nat 1s. So that's 6 nat 1s. And so I'm just like, okay, this wolf is a cursed wolf now. Like, basically, the fact that what caused them to fail was the fact that this wolf just took a big chunk out of himself, and it just horrifies them. So anytime they roll a nat 1, they have a horrifying scene of the cursed wolf, or the cursed wolf just pops up, you know, and does something. And every time a nat 1 is rolled, the cursed wolf grows bigger.
Look out! Rooster! Flurry, flurry, Van Van!
I'm beating the fuck out of the cat in the Cinderella world.
Ooh, that hurt.
Time to play, cat.
Van Van!
Take the pearls, Jack. I'll hold them off. Run!
So what are you guys doing?
Beating the fuck out of the cat in the Cinderella world.
Oh, okay. Besides you. What is Ryan
Oh, I'm
doing?
playing.
He's also playing Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts, but 3. I'm playing 3 instead of first XC. Because I'm playing it so I can beat it and then play the other. Plus, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah, fuck that for this game.
For Birth by Sleep, it's not that bad.
If I want to do the optional bosses, I don't want to fucking do it.
It's not that bad still. You just have to level up a little bit more. Not terribly too much. You just, it kind of is, but all you need is 5 more levels and you're good. And get for Ventus, get Salvation. For Aqua, you just get her Azas instead of the Aga.
I caught the cat on fire and I am proud.
And then for Terra, you just get his, what's it called? X-Blade or something like that?
Also, Josiah.
Oh, Rasa, big thank you.
I am now on a diet of potatoes and butter.
Me before, so I saved you.
Don't.
That's what friends do, right?
Those are the food groups.
Let's get that dress finished.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, well. What's a royal ball? After all, I suppose it would be frightfully dull and boring and completely wonderful.
Cinderella!
Is that my dress?
Yes. It's a present from us. Now you have a dress for the ball.
Why, it's such a surprise.
Flurry, flurry! Time to go, Flinterelli.
Oh, thank you.
Jack, hope a Flinterelli dream come true. What's up, inventory?
Huh? I wonder.
Being a Keyblade Master is all I've dreamed about.
Well, you're not the only one.
I know. You, me, and Ven all share the same dream.
Funny. I'd never really thought about it. At least until you asked me. My dream is to become a Keyblade Master.
Hope a Ven dream come true, too.
I just need to keep on believing. Right?
Zug zug.
Alrighty. That's 2 worlds done. Now I'm on the 3rd. Josiah, we're implementing party rules again.
What?
We're implementing party rules again. Can you guess why?
Why? And what party rules? What does that mean?
Oh, it's nothing bad. Just, and I'll explain them to you after. Just guess why or who would be a reason that we have to put contingencies in place.
I'm assuming it's Mac. Okay.
Right you are.
And what?
Yeah, no, me and Sean have been talking about it for the last couple of days.
From her.
Basically,
I'm sorry.
Mac,
I've never seen
Mac has been like unbelievably drunk and like crazy and stupid for the last few days and annoying and like flexing and pulling all that bullshit. And he's been joining parties with like people in the background. So I told Sean, I'm like, you know, I was never a fan of like Logan and Slade's invite party rules, but like, I think I want to implement my own party rules. He's like, really? Which ones? I said, to not be a dick. 1, 2, to not come into parties when you're drunk and it's not like a party-based event. 3, do not come into a party when you've got multiple people in the fucking background and you're not going to participate. That's annoying as shit.
I'm not afraid.
Literally, don't be Mac.
Leave Aurora like this. I can't help.
Those are the party
You gotta
rules.
Believe me. Come on, let's go get her heart.
You know, you're absolutely right. Forbidden Mountain is through the forest.
Well, okay then.
I figure you would find it funny and or interesting. That like, Sean was like, you know, I always thought of Mac as like my Juicy, as being a douchebag and stuff, but I'm like, yeah, except he's got 0 redeeming qualities and half the time he isn't fucking joking. Cause yesterday, before you joined the party, it was like me and just Sean, and then Mac joined, or me, Sean, and Mac, and then when Sean left, Mac got like really dickish, and so like out of nowhere, Mac just goes, I don't like you, and I said, I don't give a shit, and that pissed him off. So he kind of threw a fit, and he's like, you don't work hard enough, and I was literally fighting the urge, and I'm like, I told Sean, I'm like, if Matt keeps being an asshole and an unbelievable piece of shit, I'm gonna tell him I don't give a fuck about his values, considering he doesn't value human life.
I don't understand that reference, but okay.
Because he killed his kid.
Oh. To be fair, it wasn't a child yet.
To be fair, in normal situations where it was a bad thing, or like, hey, we had to do this for health reasons, it would have been understandable. But his reason was, I'm too lazy. Literally his reason.
I would argue that's a good reason to not like that, because who would want to be raised by Mac?
Yeah, but he didn't use preventative measures in the first place. If you don't want something to happen and you have the means to stop it and you don't do it, you're kind of asking for it. Yeah, so I figure I'd let you know, because like the other day, you know, after he said the N-word like 4 times and was just being an unbelievable prick, then he told me I had like no value as a human being and I didn't work hard enough for me to have value. And I was like, oh. Okay.
Wait, what all did he say to you?
He told me, so like Sean left the party and like out of nowhere he goes, I don't like you. I go, I don't care. He follows this up with, I just don't think you work hard enough. And I go, you don't know me. He's like, I don't think you have a worker's attitude. I'm like, you're currently partying and getting drunk right now. Like, he's complimenting on, like, he's trying to flex that he's got a better position or something like that. And I'm literally fighting the urge, one, to not bring up the fucking shit, and also to point out that Sean literally outranks him. And he's flexing on Sean. So, like, he pulls all that shit and he fucking tries to brag and boast. I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck. And then Sean, whenever he started being annoying later and joined back after leaving to get drunk and then joining again, just sends me the message, just say pineapple if you want me to kick Mac. And I, no moment of hesitation, just fucking said pineapple in the party.
I mean, if you guys want me to, I'll invoke my power of being able to be a massive asshole with no repercussions.
I'll allow it. But I don't know what Sean's doing.
Say pineapple.
I'll allow it because I don't give a fuck about Mac. I never have, and I can restate that to the day I die.
I mean, the thing is that I could do what I do on PC Siege.
What's that?
I told you, right? There was a dude like shouting at us to like uninstall the game and everything, and I just responded to it. But if we uninstall, how will you improve your miserable, worthless life? And then he stopped attacking us. Just like, yeah. I was.
Well, see, I'm
here to have fun time.
I've always been hesitant with Mac, not because I actually give a shit about anything he thinks or does, but mostly for the fact that, like, Sean gets super defensive about him and was always like, he helped me in a bad time, but I've gotten Sean to the point now, like, this isn't out of my own volition. Sean has come to this because of Mac pissing Koi the fuck off the other day. And he's like, dude, if you piss Koi off, you fucked up. Yeah, so basically, when you were muted, Mac was, you know, being annoying in the party and like cutting everybody off. Nobody could have a talk or conversation. It was annoying as shit. And Koi was trying to tell us an interesting story, and Mac interrupted him about 12 times. So much so that it went from Koi like, okay, asshole, to Koi's just like, you know what, I'm not even going to tell the story. And I, you know, that kind of got Sean to like wake up about it. And I told Sean, I'm like, it's all cool that he's helped you in the past, and that's fucking fine. You still want to be friends with him? That's fucking fine. You could be fucking friends with him. I don't give a shit. I said, but you're not going to force me to be friends with him, and I'm not going to put up with his bullshit. I'm like, if you want to, like, you make the comment about, like, he's your Juicy. Well, Juicy gets called out on shit. The last time Juicy was in a party, Bryce called him out for being a fucking asshole, and Juicy shut the fuck up.
But I haven't seen Juicy
since. And Sean called him out. Yeah, I haven't seen Juicy since, but I honestly think it's because
of all the shit going on.
Like, yeah, there's health stuff and the corona stuff. I think that's a big part of it. Also, the fact that the one person to burn him probably the hardest in a while was Bryce, and he really does not like Bryce.
Yeah. Ever since Bryce
he doesn't
got
like
that
Bryce.
girlfriend, he's been getting on me too, just because he's the kind of person that like gloats about it. You know what I mean?
Kinda. They're not really dating. They joke about it. He does like her, but it's like a dumb act. It's not an actual thing. It's a gimmick. It's kind of like the shit he does when he pretends to be gay with Koi. Don't take that shit seriously. They do that to piss the brother off too. So like, yeah, that's a whole different thing. He does like her and he does want to date her, but he admitted the other day that like he still has feelings for that one chick that he's been back and forth with.
Because I was like, in my head, I was like, Bryce isn't that great of a person. Like, just like full on, he's not that great of a person.
Oh no, like me and Sean had a talk the other day about Bryce being not that great of a person. Because like my brother's starting to piss me off. Because like, you know, on top of Mac joining the party and being a douchebag yesterday, I just wasn't in a good mood. And then Bryce is kind of being an idiot, just saying like fucked up shit. And he's like, I'm usually expecting Hunter to snap back. And I'm like, dude, I don't have the fucking energy, nor do I give a shit. And like, Bryce and Coy have been pissing me off recently because it's like they get super defensive over Logan. So like they get really mad and they'll call someone an asshole or shit, and I'll snap back because I get sick of it. It's one thing to be like, oh man, you asshole, jokingly, but it's like you hang around with assholes, and I'm like, you guys are literally friends with Logan and Slade. And they get mad that I'll make those comments. And Bryce is like, Logan's not that bad. And then Sean told me a bunch of fucked up shit the other day, and I'm like, oh, Logan's a lot worse than I could have been. Bryce and Coy are super defensive about him, and I'm just like, dude, if you're gonna be defensive about him, that's fucking fine. Don't bring him up, and don't fucking push buttons, and don't expect not to fucking get called out on it. Because like the only time I've ever been mad at Coy is like me and Bryce were having a conversation when he joined the party, and it was about like some shit, and then like Logan and Slay were brought up, and then Coy got mad at me, and I was like, no, you don't get mad at me for calling them assholes. Like, I have a very justified reason to do so. But it's just been something else. I did see your message about Sean getting Breakpoint. I didn't even know he was playing it earlier.
No, it was Wildlands.
Oh, it was Wildlands. He should have Wildlands installed because we all used to play it way back in the day, didn't we? Or was that Division?
Last I knew it wasn't installed for him.
Well, I know he deleted some games to reinstall Siege. He might have had some spare memory.
Well, fair enough. I just didn't know it downloaded
Because
that fast.
him and PB like literally didn't sleep last night.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. It was kind of heated after all that shit. It was just like, this shit's getting really fucking annoying, and even Sean's getting tired of it. And he's like, dude, if Coy's getting mad and I'm getting mad, it's fucking stupid. And I'm just like, here's the thing, like you can be a dick and you can be a part of the group. Just don't be an actual fucking piece of shit and treat people like shit. So. Also, me and Sean all night long were looking up like the fucked up comment section in Fitz's recent video because of him cheating with Call Me Carson's girlfriend while Carson's been dealing with depression. So like, I love one of my favorite ones was like, "Good guy Fitz is your Twitter handle, dude. You need to change that shit." And then like his last video that he posted on his secondary channel was like him having fans help him create a song, and one of the comments was like, next time fans help you create a song, it better be about fucking cheating.
Oof.
It's gotten so bad. I think he's got like under 1 million people watching him on Twitch. His main channel won't go down. Maybe with time it might, but like his Twitch is kind of fucked. His Twitter's like just probably destroyed. So you got his Twitch, he's got his Twitter, and like the Misfits podcast is probably in danger because of all that shit, especially if nobody addresses it. And like the girl that was Carl McCarson's girlfriend has double the amount of likes, or like the amount of likes, double that, and that's how many dislikes she has on every video.
Nice.
So like
people like Carson.
Yeah, because he wasn't a bad guy. He was a good dude. He never did anything bad. He was dealing with depression, and his fucking friend was like, guess I'll fuck your girl. So like there were a bunch of funny tweets that were sent out by Fitz like not that long ago. One of them was like, about to go fuck my friend's girl. Just kidding. That'd be fucked up, right? And somebody reshared it.
Oof. He's like, well, I guess that wasn't a lie.
There was a bunch of shit, and like the ones on the girl were probably the best. Like honestly, you should go to Fitz and start reading some of like the most recent comments on his last video. They're fucking hilarious. That was literally all me and Sean were doing last night, just reading the fucked comment section, and it was so precious. One of the comments on one of the girls' videos was like, in one of her things, it was like a reaction to shit. And she's like, I'm an adult. I'm more mature than that. And somebody commented at the time frame, and then like, I'm an adult. And then it's like, acts like a 12-year-old when she fucks boyfriend's friends. When he's in a fucked mental position. So it's like, oof. Just seeing people roast it, and like my favorite follow-up comments were like, people stop posting hateful comments, I can't like this many. Like, it was so good. They're so fucking funny. If I get to a saving point, Josiah, would you maybe want to play Gears?
Maybe.
Is it a soft maybe or a hard maybe?
Depends on where I am at that point.
Careful.
There was a gay joke in there and I just avoided it. You're
Well,
welcome.
ain't guarding nothing. Attention! No sleeping on the job.
I also went through all my classes today, Josiah. All my teachers have me at like a solid 85 to 90 range, except for one dickhead, and that's the one that teaches the fake class.
You say the fate class or the fake class?
Fake class. He teaches a class on teaching. Except he doesn't teach it. It's just a bunch of documents. And it's just like, use those. That is all the guidance I will give you this year. And he feels the need to be a giant dick, but like, the best example I can give you of how much of a tool this douchebag is that during his last assignment, the assignment was you needed to respond to 5 classmates' discussion boards. The problem is there's only 6 people in the class now because so many people have fucking quit it. So if one person doesn't post, You can't do the assignment. So while I was finishing it up during like the end, you know what happened?
Did it quit?
No. The final person posted their discussion board 30 minutes before I had to respond to it.
Oof.
It's like, that's how you know you fucked up as a teacher. He made a comment to me the other day on like a past discussion board, like, you should elaborate more. And my response to him was, I know you're giving these other motherfuckers better grades, and by reading their discussion boards alone, I think I've lost intelligence. So you tell me how I need to elaborate more. And then I just didn't get a response. That's what I thought. Like, some people should not fucking teach, and this dude is definitely one of them.
Teacher, you should elaborate more. It's like, I'm trying to speak on a knowledge base that people know.
Yeah, literally my response to you should elaborate more is, I want you to know I have elaborated more than anyone else in the class. I can also tell by your grading scheme that you've had to boost grades because you suck. I'll probably get by this class with like a 70 and just say fuck it and never take another one of this douchebag's classes ever again.
Your school might have implemented a pass fail or A/pass/fail rule. I want to look at that. If you get above a D, you pass unless you get an A, where you get an A. But if you get below that, you fail. So you can just skim by with a pass.
Oh yeah, they already did that. They did that. They did that already. So you're not wrong. So I can use that on this class.
You can talk to your advisor and be like, hey, if I'm looking at getting a C in this because the teacher's an idiot, and then just doesn't like me.
The entire class, like 3/4 of it is dictated based on fucking teacher supervision hours, going to schools and supervising and seeing like how a teacher does and responding. We weren't able to do that or finish it due to Corona. This motherfucker expected everybody to have it done by then, and I was like, that wasn't even halfway through the semester, and our spring break is different than every high school and junior high, so like that's the best time for us to go, and you expected us to have our 20 hours done by then? I don't think a single student had their 20 hours done. Or actually, I take that back. I think 2 of them did, but one of them doesn't even take the class anymore. So 1. Yeah, I think if you teach an online class and you're like super fucking crucial in the way you fucking grade, you're a dumbass. Especially if you're not actually going to teach and you're just going to put up very vague assignments. And then when people don't follow your vague criteria, you're like, ah, fuck you. What's the worst college professor you've ever had, Josiah? Was it that one in Hayes that you told me about?
I honestly don't remember.
I thought there was like a history class you had where like the teacher was fucking weird and he like had all these theoretical ideas, but it was history.
No, I don't remember one. Off the top of my head. Which is probably fine.
So you've never had a bad like professor, like a professor that just sucked dick at teaching?
If I did, I let it go and don't remember it.
Fair enough. What about you, Ryan? Bad professors?
Not really. Most of them are chill.
I've had 3. I had the douchebag dude who was also like the judicial fucking head of the school, who like threatened me. Real fucking nice guy. And then threatened to take my dog away. I had that crazy lesbian lady that taught fucking psychology. And now this guy. So far I've had 3. Now in high school that's a different story because me and Ryan both had recheck, and I'm pretty sure that dude paid more attention to fucking his students than teaching them.
Okay, I will say he did teach good, but he did give special
conceited?
treatment to the girl. Yeah, and he was conceited, and he gave special treatment to female. So,
Which
there
like,
was
completely
that.
secluded half of his class.
Yep.
And all the guys hated him. Especially the ones who the
No,
girls he
not
gave
all the guys.
special treatment
Some of
to
the
were...
most of the guys did, but not all the guys. Like Mario, like the wrestlers didn't hate him. Because he was
Yeah,
a
the
wrestler,
fucking
so.
douchebags. How the fuck? did
Yeah,
I
out of all the
get-
douchebags though, there was one that was somewhat smart, you know? He just was a douchebag.
Which one?
But the, Mario, he was a real douchebag, but, I mean, he was actually genuinely smart, so the grade he got, he genuinely earned that, I believe.
Yeah.
But the others, not so much, so.
Fair enough. Did you have any bad high school high school teachers, Josiah? Any of those?
Like I said, if I had any, I moved on and forgot them.
And Wilkerson. He didn't, I don't know if he had Wilkerson.
I
She was
I
a
never
math
had
teacher.
Wilkerson.
Dude,
I
I came
heard
in
crazy
knowing
things about her.
Yeah, I came in knowing that shit, and I left not knowing it. So that tells you something.
That tells me a lot, actually.
Yep. I was so thankful that she's like, okay, you don't have to
Was
do
that
the
the
assignments,
crazy
I'll just
lady
give you
that
100.
screamed at her students?
No, that was the English teacher, Rojas.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was gonna say there was the Mexican lady that was like a psychopath.
She was psychotic, but she wasn't a bad teacher. She just had mental issues, that's all.
Fair enough. Very enough. What did the one that you had that was bad do?
Wilkerson?
Yeah.
It's just freaking. I went into that class knowing that shit, and I came out not knowing it. Like, how does a teacher pull that off? Seriously.
You know what teacher I feel like didn't get enough appreciation?
Which one?
You probably never had her, but the Spanish teacher?
Oh yeah, I never had her.
She was like this really nice older lady who
Did she have knee
wasn't
problems?
like yeah, she was a little heavier set. I think she had knee problems because of it.
But
that
was
came with
she
age,
white?
too.
The white, right? She wasn't.
Yeah, she's like
Mex-
she was white. She wasn't Mexican.
kind
but
of
like
blondish
she was
brown hair, right?
yeah, more on the
Okay.
brown side.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No. Yeah, I know her because I helped her out with whenever she got in tornado drill.
Yeah.
Tornado drill happened. I ended up taking
Don't
her
you
chair down
remember?
to the
We've met before.
to the tornado shelter
Why,
for her.
of course, you said so yourself. Once upon
So,
a dream.
or no, I actually pushed her on the chair. So.
Yeah, she was like the sweetest lady. Like she was a little more intense
I
with the
never
way she
thought
taught
I
her
would
class.
meet you. Outside of my dreams, that is.
Yeah.
Who are you?
And she was
What's your
like,
name?
she was just really nice, and she was like super interested in like Mexican and Spanish culture.
My name.
But like she
Why,
taught proper Spanish, and I feel like a lot of the kids
no, I
that were
can't.
Mexican, they didn't know proper
must see
Spanish,
you.
you
I
know.
don't know.
And
Maybe someday.
When?
yeah.
Tomorrow?
So like they had their
Oh,
own
no.
version, and instead
This
of being
evening,
like, "Oh, I get
at
it,
the
I will
cottage
learn the
in the
formal
glen."
version," they were just dicks to her in class, dude. Like it was me who was
Well,
essentially
no,
the white
it's not
brown
that
kid,
they
and
know,
then
they don't know the formal version. It's they don't
was
know
that?
the Latin Spanish. They know the
Aurora's
Mexican
memory.
Spanish.
She must have gotten her heart back.
So her dream came true.
Yes.
That's
not
the thing.
long
It was
ago.
Spain Spanish, not
Dreams are very strong
Mexico
beliefs.
Spanish.
Aurora's led her to her true
And that's what they
love.
didn't understand.
see you
That's what
hold
most of
strong
those people
beliefs
didn't
too,
understand.
Don't you, dear?
yeah, but they were
Yep.
dicks to her
You
about
also
it.
have a strong
Yeah,
point.
because they thought they knew better because they spoke Spanish.
All right,
It was their
hurry. We
culture,
can't
you
stay
know.
here.
That was also the classroom I think I was in whenever all those bitches got. It was either that classroom or the math class you and me had together. Where like it was like one of my first few years at Ulysses, and all those bitches on pajama day started beating the fuck out of each other. You remember that shit?
Yeah, it probably wasn't the. I don't know. It wasn't during the math class, at least. So, at least the math class that we shared together.
All I remember was like, just all I
Someone
heard was,
has
"Ah!"
released
and then like this
Aurora's
chick just
heart.
hauling ass.
Tell me, child, was it you?
If you're talking about outside in the
Magnificent.
hall, then yeah, it was probably the class. Because there was
Only 'cause you
freaking
stole
a
it in the
shit ton
first
of fights
place.
the years that we had a math class together.
It was so fucking funny.
Like a
There were like
shit ton.
4 fights on
You must be
one
Ventus.
pajama day alone,
Huh?
and like me and you
How
just
do
sat
know
there, we're
about
like,
me
what?
and the Keyblade?
What's this about pajamas, man?
My powers.
Yeah,
ensure
like how
I
the
know
fuck
of
does
the key to
pajamas and
bring ye
fistfights
heart.
correlate?
You can have a fist
I
fight
remember that
before you go to
comment.
bed every night? I wear the blood of my enemies to
He was
bed.
here?
Why, yes. In fact,
The time where we made our
Stole
fucking
Princess
science
Aurora's
teacher
heart.
cry because we were
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about
That's a
video
lie.
games.
I
Yeah,
was asked to
Jesus.
leave you unharmed, but it
She was
seems I have
fucking
no
nuts.
choice.
She was fucking nuts. Just like we had a teacher who was so fucking crazy that me, Ryan, and Luis were nerds, so we were talking about video games and having a fucking good time. This teacher hears us talking about that and blames video games and TV for her son's imagination. So her son had was pretending he got like beat up, and then he pretended he got like shot on the playground, and she worried about his mental state and thought her son was like crazy and a bunch of other shit. Like things normal parents don't do. So much so that after it was over and she got mad and screamed at us, her husband apologized for her. It was fucking funny. Her husband was cool, but she was fucking psycho.
Yeah, he was. He freaking played Magic the Gathering, too.
Her husband was so cool that like I remember one time whenever Jackie attacked me and all that shit happened, the regular principal blamed me for all of it, and he's like, "You're a punk, you're a criminal," and I was like, "Dude, I've never been in the office for anything before. What the fuck have I ever done?" I'm like, the worst thing I've done at this school currently is try to put a whoopee cushion on Mr. Wolf's chair, and he laughed at it. Like, Wolf and Q loved me. But, like, you know, the vice principal, whenever the principal was being a dick to me, told the principal to knock his crap off because he's like, that kid's good. That other chick's just crazy. And I just remember laughing in there because, like, the principal tried to interrogate me in the office and he was just trying to be an asshole and play hardball. He's like, "You'll crack." And I'm like, under what circumstances? What am I going to crack? An egg?
No, we did
I'm
not
like, what did
crack
I-
our egg, miss.
Oh my god, we pissed our science teacher off because we did that experiment where we parachuted eggs and we
And
just
she-
did it
There's no way
the
Tara
And she
shoddiest
proceeded-
job and it still worked.
It worked
You
the
don't
best,
believe
and she
me?
proceeded to get salty and
That's
made it so that we had to
unfortunate,
use
for he
2
agreed
pages
so
instead of
easily.
1 like everyone else.
And she talked mad shit on us the entire time.
Aqua!
Tara would never do that. You know that as well as I do.
Yeah.
Ah, the truth can be most cruel, even amongst the closest of friends. After all, one never knows the secrets of another's heart. I'm sure you'll agree, Ventus. Aqua.
The master sent me. Then, let's go home.
But Terra...
Terra's not ready to leave yet.
Right now, he's leaving you behind. And by the time you catch up, he'll be a different person.
Sorry, Aqua.
Okay, I better start heading towards the actual
It's just... I have to
place.
find him before it's too late.
Ven!
Let's go!
Terra, where are you?
But yeah, and then also, you know how at the beginning of each Kingdom Hearts it has that voice to introduce them?
It has the voice?
Like, well, not the voice, but the texture, or the text with no voice.
Yeah.
I was thinking that maybe that's Kingdom Hearts talking to him.
It could be.
Because
there's a lot of vague things in Kingdom Hearts that keep you thinking.
The only, like, I was just thinking that because it's like it sees all, and it's testing him. Like the questions are basically a test of him, and it's basically affecting the world, around him because it's Kingdom Hearts that affects everything, Yep. Based on his answer and whatnot. So. Okay, I better buy a bunch of potions while I'm here.
Alright.
Ooh, clockwork shield
What did you mean
and a
about Terra
warhammer.
being a different person?
Exactly what I said, idiot. The Terra you know will be gone forever.
5 and 4
stupidest thing I've
with
ever
a 4 and 0
Stupid
fire
or
siphon
true?
and burn. And
I forgot that the voice actor for Sora is also in that new series, The Boys.
Good.
And he dies
Let's see.
by getting his face smashed into a toilet. Yeah.
The what? I do not know
The Boys.
this
It's like Hulu or one of the other streaming services. It's basically like these dudes who go out to punish the superheroes, because in that world the superheroes aren't like good people. They're pretty fucked up, and and they're getting protected by like the government and stuff.
Yeah.
But they're really like doing fucked up shit, and they're trying to make superheroes get more praise so that way they can be used as weapons for the military.
Too slow. Gotcha. Too slow.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. So like the main character, his girlfriend dies because the speedster dude literally runs through her till she explodes.
Oh. Lovely.
The way he said that was weird. No, he just ran through her and she exploded.
Nah, tell she exploded, man. Tell.
You are worthless.
Yeah, the till implies that there was a prolonged
going against
action.
the master's
No, he
orders,
just
but
went
so
and she died.
As far as I'm concerned.
I do not believe this. It's no longer believable.
Yep, all Hunter said was a lie.
No, what Hunter said is the truth. I don't believe the other one.
That's the wrong person to trust.
Don't worry, you're safe.
There's no person to trust. Okay. I need to use the restroom. But I wish, you know how you, in the Olympus world, you can craft that, that you smelt that, shield for Goofy?
Yeah.
I wish things were more like that in the Kingdom Hearts 3. That would be interesting for the unique items. It would have unique scene, you had to go to a unique place with the unique material to make it. That would be interesting.
Yeah. don't think I even tried to make the ultimate blade in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Too slow. Gotcha. Pathetic. Too slow. Gotcha. Too slow.
Did he fight the Dark Inferno?
Oh, that one optional one at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't think I ever did.
Okay, then yeah, you definitely did not get the ultimate blade.
Oh, you just get it for beating him?
No, it gives you part of the materials for it. It gives you one of the materials for it. And it also
I don't think I
gives
ever
you
figured out
Oblivion.
how to fight the Dark Inferno.
You just beat all the Heartless mini battles, and then it will
Oh,
pop
you
up.
have to beat them all. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Pathetic. Too slow. See ya. Go.
That's all you have to do.
Pathetic. Gotcha. Too slow.
I'm kind of sad you can't climb this construction site of them constructing her statue. This has so much potential to be climbed.
I want
And
you
they
to
don't
know
let
that
you.
I didn't really grind. So I got to the point where you had to fight Ventus with Mickey. And I want you to know that I traded with the boss. But I did it so perfectly that I still won.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've done that with one of the final bosses too.
Consider yourself on probation.
Or I should say end bosses. Lemon!
Probation for what? Thanks for before. I owe you. The name's Ventus. What's yours?
I'm Mickey.
I see you've got a keyblade.
Yup. I've been training under the great young Sid. He
Wait,
found
I
out
don't
the
remember
world's
this.
in
Was this
trouble,
added in the
and I
DLC?
sorta took off without telling him.
Do what?
Well, that makes both of us.
Or maybe
ran
it
off
might have
too.
been part of
All I have
the
to do is
original
think
base
it,
game.
and the stars
Finding
have
the
to
gold
take me
Hercules.
anywhere I want to go. At least I thought it would. I haven't quite got the fine points down, like when or where.
That's
It
just a
kinda
little
kicks in
bonus
whenever it
minigame that I
wants to.
can't remember what it gives you.
But I wouldn't have met you if it hadn't brought me here.
Okay. I was like, it might be part of it because I heard something about it, but I never
Maybe
did
it
find out
stops
how to
working
do it.
'cause
Is
it's
because you have to
reacting
talk to a
something.
kid first.
Yeah, you gotta talk to the kid.
Which I always managed to walk past because I didn't think the NPCs would talk to me.
To be fair, they usually don't.
That is very true.
Oh, I unlocked high jump. And I met Mickey. Achievement. Encounters. I love how all the achievements for this are just rare.
Yeah, it's because most of them probably don't even play it on Xbox. If they did play it.
It's based off of how many people are playing it once it reaches a certain margin. But like you said, it's already released for PlayStation, so like it's basically just for people who have Xbox and want it. But another thing is, it's like the achievements aren't as rare with Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, but with all the side games, they're fucking guaranteed rare.
Yeah. It's because a lot of the people have probably already like 100% completed and are just playing it to get through the story. That, and then also the casual gamers that are just picking it up for the first time. They're just gonna play it for the story. hardcore gamers have probably already played it, if they're going to start playing it. Otherwise, they're too picky about their games and will say, no, Kingdom Hearts is a kid's game. So.
You know, for a
I'm not
game that has
wrong.
Disney characters, for a game that has Disney characters, it is very much not a kid's game.
Yeah, I know.
This shit gets dark.
I know, but I'm not wrong, am I? There are people like that that are just like, nope.
There are people that are like, that's a game for babies, and you're like,
have you even played the game?
People get their hearts ripped out of their fucking chests. What game are you playing?
People turn into monsters, man, and never return.
They're
You
just
have to
dead.
kill. You have
That
to,
never
yeah,
gets resolved.
yeah. You just have to kill them now. They've turned into
Kill the
monsters.
monsters to set their souls free.
Pretty much.
They don't come back. They're dead. You watch one of them die.
They're practically undead, unless they're an important character to the story. Then they do come back. But that's a different story.
To be fair, like, there's a method to, like, them coming back. It's not just like, boom, this character's back to life. They handle it in a way that is at least explainable.
How do I do? Oh, how do we do that?
But let's be
camera thing again?
let's be fair here. If the bad guys can do it, the good guys can do it.
Totally false.
The bad guys kept fucking coming back.
They did. They did start coming back.
And Terra, Ventus, and Aqua were never really dead.
Oh yeah, no. But I was kind of mad that Xiang kind of came back.
You were mad that she came back?
Yeah, cause it's just kind of like I'm happy for it and all. It's like, yeah, but it's just
That was one of
what
my
made
favorite
that game.
moments,
Yeah,
is her death. Oh
yeah,
my
it
god.
just made it so emotional, and now it's just kind of just. It's like, oh, everything's good, yay! But
Everybody got a good ending but Sora. The one dude who deserved it.
yeah. But hey, they gotta continue on that game, and Sora can't have a good ending until the game's finished. It's basically the most common trope in all video games. The main character doesn't get a happy ending until everything's solved.
Well, if they do focus mostly on fucking Square Enix this time, we should be in the clear for not having to wait as long.
Hopefully, unless the creator decides to dumb goof shit.
Throw a bitch fit again. Literally, the creator is one of the things holding us back. And like, when I think of the creator of this game, I'm like, dude's kind of a bitch. It's like Dragon Ball Z. Literally, the creator of that tried to jeopardize it just so he wouldn't have to make it anymore, and then a fan had to pick up the series and continue it with his graces. Which is how we got Super, which in my opinion is better than Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. But I still agree, if someone's going to continue on your series, you need the graces of the creator, you know, or whoever who is considered the, you know, owner or
because
whatever.
if you don't have the graces of the creator, you end up with Dragon Ball GT. That is an atrocity.
Plus the fact it's just respectful. I mean, you're paying homage to the initial part that caused, you know, for the one that inspired you to basically be a creator for this. So. Alright, they just give you those. Forget. Okay. Really not that important, but whatever. I wish the side people that you talk to would give you something a little bit more special than just lucid gems and lucid stones, which you can easily grind.
No shit.
I prefer like items or something, like usable items or something, like a high potion or whatnot, especially in critical mode when I don't have cure. As soon as I get cure, this game's going to be a whole lot easier.
You don't get cured till what? Like after the Hercules world?
It might be like the world after, but I'm not sure. Right now, I'm hunting down golden Hercules.
Guess I should probably start grinding in this game now. At least for a bit. So my name is Streamo.
So,